I mean, holy sheep's not, I'm not even really dressed. I mean, I'm always in the Muppet skin, but I'm not even dressed. It's 9 o'clock. I've been up for like 4 friggin' hours at this point. And I figured I better record this before I forget it. So, good morning. Hey, Rick Bellimer, Reverend One Horn. And I wanted to share some of the experiences I had for the record, I guess, so that I remember and so that I'm able to share something with people who are kind of in the same vibe and trying to figure out what's going on. So, been a huge thing over the last couple of weeks. It's been this push. I've been hearing it in messages. I've been seeing it come up on, as far as like feeds, themes amongst a bunch of different readers and stuff like that. This idea of like, you need to learn about your ancestry. And my brother's really been kind of pushing at it. He got me the DNA test kit, Ancestry.com. Like, they're going to take your information and they're going to, and both of us looked at each other at the same time and went, hi, I'm ex-military. I go to the VA regularly. I'm pretty sure if they want to know anything about me, they already know. So now I want to know. I mean, come on, give me the goods, give me the goods. And my dad's just like off the cuff. He's like, yeah, Mima. She was full-blooded Abenaki. I'm like, Mima, that would be your grandmother, which would be my great-grandmother, was full-blooded Abenaki. Huh. Okay, notable. Keep it moving. That's interesting. I'm going to check into that. But I started looking. My surname, there's about 300, 400, something like that, in all of the United States, scattered around and stuff. It's French Canadian. And that was one part of the family. It's like, well, that's my surname. That's what I'm going to chase down. And I'm going to see if I can figure something out about the family. And it was just kind of like this meandering of the family name, and probably came from in Quebec, French Canadian. All of that stuff made perfect sense. So we were just wood boogers that migrated down from Canada and settled in this area because it was cool. Until I checked the other names. My grandmother's maiden name and the maiden names of others who were in this, my immediate family tree, and chased them back to 1640 in Boston. And both of the two lines that I followed were actually significant family names, and they were significant in the colonization and development of this area, which is both cool historically, and then realizing that I have a relatively large chunk of Abenaki blood in me, really crappy. And that was part of the visions, is this is kind of who you are and where you come from. This is your purpose. There was mention of, look, we literally have blood in this soil. We have blood in this soil. Since this has been developed from Boston all the way up through, my family and a very strong Native American portion of my family fought and died here, which there was a huge flash of all of the different things that I experienced and the way that I feel about things, connection in nature and everything else. Everything just went clunk. And it's not anything that I could ever, it's different. It's different. It's not something that I would have been like, oh, that's cool. That explains who I am and what I do. It does, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. Every conflict, every contract, every betrayal, every deception, every intermingling, the land of this place, I'm connected to. And that makes sense. So the idea being is that all I have to do is stay connected to the land, stay connected to myself, and hold space. That's my job. That's it. Hold space. And allow for all the contracts to run into a brick wall, to dissolve them, to change them around, to simply exist and nullify all of that crap in the past. circle after circle after circle after circle after circle closes. The whole idea of like ancestral support and the value of the ancestors and all the memories which get passed down through the DNA. It's literally who we are. I mean, there's no specifics. I can't point at this point to the individuals in the lines that did this, that, and the other thing. It's more of the being able to trace the energy of things back and find out that, you know, the number of great unions, the number of difficult unions, the number of traitorous unions, the contracts, the marrying into families, the family curses, all of these different things going back 350 years. So I got a lot of that dropped on me last night. So that's probably why I'm not dressed yet, because I did not sleep per se. One of the really cool things about this is it seems to be that in keeping contact with the land, like just actually being aware and being part of the field of the land itself, doing that and holding space heals the land, but it also gives me the ability to just kind of like radiantly heal. Like I will alter things just by simply standing and being present. So it doesn't require any sort of a system. It doesn't require any sort of like great knowledge. It's simply being able to hold the space and the vibration, which is not difficult when all you got to do is just match the soil that's around you. All you got to do is be in tune with the ground, with the earth around you. And everything else just kind of comes from that. You become a lot more of a conduit, and I do not need to sit here and consciously manipulate. It's not a magical practice. It's not anything like that. It's simply this knowing, which becomes a state of being, which is kind of cool, I think. But wow. Connecting to the land means that I, for a really short period of time, and I'm very thankful about that, by the way, for a very short period of time, I was able to connect to everybody that's on that land. Things don't feel good out there, kids. Things do not feel good out there. So I did what I could to just a little ping saying, you know what, it is going to be okay. It's going to suck, but it's going to be okay. Kind of reinforces that in me too. Although already a day that is far from suckage. So I have some like real world things that I got to concern myself with, but not many, and they're pretty straightforward and paying for things, picking things up, putting things down. So that's not really something that's going to get under my skin. And speaking of under my skin, next week I start booking into the studio aggressively. I think enough pieces are going to have fallen back into place that I can get paid and keep a regular schedule and make sure I know what I'm doing, and I have the ability to do that. So that's going to be exciting. Maybe a little bit of finances on the way in. Maybe I can start selling some of my artwork and moving that out of the way, mainly to make room for new stuff. A lot of the things that I was shown, I'm going to try and go back into some of the earlier pieces I did. I left myself hints. I painted the future. I got like 10 canvases that all painted something to happen in the future. And I didn't know at the time, but now I realize that that's something I do. I got to go back through all of my work and see if there's anything that I might be hiding from myself that I haven't realized is like right around the corner. And I got some new stuff going on as well, and I want to start publicizing that, seeing if people are interested. So, creativity, yay! But the spirit's moving, big time, and that's awesome. And it changes. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. Just be, just do. It's the holding space. It's the remaining connected. And in my case, if I'm connecting to the land, then I'm basically bridging the earth and the sky, because as Spirit's doing this work, I'm connected to Spirit. I'm also connected to the earth, and I am the one who stands in the middle of it. And again, it's just a thing that you do. It's like breathing. So I don't expect that it's going to be that stressful in that regard, but I mean, there was enough fanfare. It's not like, well, there wasn't a lot of fanfare. It's just like, here you are. No, it's a big deal. And at the same time, this settling in of, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I can work with that. It shifts my focus and perspective on my work, because now I can take this different earth-connected perspective and kind of figure out how I want to integrate that. And again, it's not like I have to reinvent everything that I do. It's literally just a little tweaking and a little dialing in to stay consistent with this kind of new understanding. I don't have to do anything different. As a matter of fact, it becomes much more easy to follow essentially the righteous path. Being connected to the land, being connected to the sky. Everything flows like water. Everything goes where it needs to go. You don't get in the way. You don't make the water run downhill. It's going to do that on its own. Just kind of let it do it. Let it do it. So, I don't know. This is just like, this is touching on high points. This is something that's been going on for hours and hours. I probably will continue through the rest of the day, and I think it's going to be kind of fun. I'll plan accordingly. I still got things to do. But I think the game has changed big time, and I know it's not just me. I absolutely know it's not just me. So I'm going to ring this thing like a bell and see who else starts ringing back. And that's probably one of the reasons that I recorded this in the first place. So rock your day, enjoy, do what you got to do, and love doing it. All right, be good.